Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Chickens Talk podcast. My name is TJ, and I will be the host. I am joined by a random group of other people I just happen to know. So, in no particular order, we have got Filleted.
Spaghetti Bolognese.
Spaghetti Bolognese. We have Vicon.
No.
No, we don't. No, he is here. He just doesn't want to say it. We have Blue.
Now he's silent.
Okay, we have Huz.
Stick it in my ass.
Lovely. And also joining us this week, we have Mogadorian. Say hello, dude.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Yeah, sweet. So, how are you all doing? You doing alright?
I mean, I just captured the point of how Kaladins with 4 ranks.
Kaladins, what's Kaladins?
Paladins.
You heard of what Paladins, yeah.
No idea.
A paladin.
What is a paladins? Okay, so we actually have some something to discuss. This is episode 2. Last time around, we discussed the state of paladins, OB63, and the future following the release of OB64. And I'm not gonna lie, we shit talked it a lot. It was all doom and gloom. Oh, rip paladins,
Rip Paladins.
and all that. Paladins is dead. This is going to be the death of this game. It's going to be awful. And now here we are.
Playing
I
it.
think about a month or so later,
Playing
and we're still playing it. OB65 dropped in January. I think it was January 18th. It dropped finally. So we got OB64, OB65 as well, and here we are. We're still playing it, and
Yeah,
it
kind of
surprised
hypocrites.
us.
We're kind of hypocrites.
We're hypocrites. So I think I'm gonna first of all just hold my hands up and say, yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah,
I
same.
thought it was going to be a lot worse than it actually did, but it surprised me.
Just a couple of things are bad. Some of the
So, yeah,
legendary cards are a bit OP, I think. But
Matchmaking.
oh my god, no,
Yeah.
the matchmaking still triggers me to fuck.
Oh yeah, don't get us started on having
Can I-
foreign ranked
Wanna
players.
start
and
with
yourself.
matchmaking? Wanna start?
Can I just say what
You
happened
really
to me last
I'm
night?
ready. I've got you covered on that part. The
Can I-
part I
can
know
I-
the most about.
Rob is like actively trying to speak. So go on, Rob.
Can I just say what happened to me last night with fucking matchmaking?
Go for it.
Right, so for people that don't watch like me or Nat, you'll know that I don't have masters, and I've been grinding my fucking ass off for masters. I got one game off from masters, and then all night I started getting put in with platinums against grandmasters. I wanted to tie a noose to my ceiling and hang. There, that's all I have to say about it.
Okay,
Quality
so
stuff.
naturally there are a few creases that need to be ironed out, but on the overall, it's actually all right.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't a bad patch.
It was not that bad.
Could have been
But
worse. Like Vivian's
That being
patch
said,
was
it
worse.
is far from perfect.
Yeah, Vivian's patch was a
And,
lot
Except
worse.
the Torvald shields are still 8s.
It's not that bad.
The
to
champion
be honest.
Torvald is just 8s. Like, nope.
Yeah, we're now going to go live to Blue, who's currently playing a game of Paladins. How's it going, dude?
I guess you're
It's
playing
going
against the Torvald.
awful. The enemy Cassie is gonna 22 streak because teammates are doing fuck all.
23.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
Sky thinks he's frontlining. I mean, yeah.
So it is a
it's not-
front line, did you not know? No.
2k health is the new meta.
Cost,
So, and the matchmaking sounds particularly spicy as well.
oh no, it's so bad.
Oh yeah, one 4 ranks with number 3 elo in the world
Oof.
against 5 stack lit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
matchmaking
certainly
is
does.
just-
So now we've got to go back to the studio. Thanks for that one, Blue. So,
Studio. Oh god.
we're going back to the studio. I mean, I'm thinking in the future here. I'm just sitting around a huge table with a mic.
I mean, possibility. Never know.
Mm-hmm.
Never know.
Eating Tesco cheap
Go.
chocolate like there's no tomorrow.
No, seriously, don't even get me started. I'll go get some. Guile Esports fucking team house.
The team fund has gone on cheap chocolate from Tesco. Okay, so
wake up one morning and it's just not going to exist anymore.
what the Tesco cheap chocolate or the team fund?
The team
Or both?
fund.
Probably
It's
both.
just to be
Gone.
fair, The team fund's gone. as well.
The team fund will be spent on the Tesco team chocolate.
Yeah, £5.60 would get you
A lot.
quite a bit, quite about 8 or 9 bars.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Okay, so as you say, yeah, the patch is not as bad as we first thought. Although to be fair, we did not, as console players, have to experience OB64. We only experienced OB65, which took out a few of the teething points with OB64, in which we were concerned about, which was the pay-to-win aspect, the amount of duplicates you need for the new card system. So OB65 has mainly got dialed that down a bit. It's still there, but thankfully we're able to still get as much as enjoyment as we have done in the past.
Yeah,
so that is really promising.
It is a decent patch. It's not horrible.
Do you know how everyone didn't want the quick art system and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, but I still would have preferred the old one.
Oh yeah, I still prefer the old one, but I think that's because we spent so long playing with the old one that we got used to it.
Yeah.
Like eventually we will get used to this.
Yeah, I'm already used to it. It's just in terms of customization.
Yeah.
It's just missing that depth that the previous one had, where you had each card being different levels as well. Now it's just 5 cards.
You can't make my meme loadouts anymore.
Meme loadouts aren't a thing. A lot of cards combinations have been nerfed to the ground.
Yeah, like
the generous jump one, you used to be able to jump to the boundary.
Well, yeah, like the Unbound's meant to be like more ridiculous, right? Yeah, but like, so take like cards like Cassie's dodge roll being increased to like 80%, and that was the old system, right? The old card system. Even in Unbound level 10, it's still not even 80%. Like, if they're gonna do Unbound, I wish they just did it more for fun, like more just ridiculous. You know, but they didn't. And it's just in the middle. Like, I'm just gonna play Siege. What's the point of me ever playing Unbound?
Yeah, that's all I play. I only play classic.
You brought up accessibility before you got lost in that spot.
I mean, no, I was just saying it's more like it's aimed at casual players more than it is the competitive scene. That's the reason for the changes.
I know, but it's not really fun and casual, is it? Like we still go back and play the old casual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we are firm believers in Classic Siege, which is as close as we're going to get to the old card system. As in, there's no level 10 cards that
make you
ridiculously overpowered. Because I mean, I've not actually played a single game of Unbound. I know Flayed has.
Well, you play Onslaught.
Well, yeah, I played Onslaught.
Okay, Onslaught, yeah,
but not the actual Unbound Siege.
Yeah, and there's only been one occasion where we've been up against a player who, if he listens to this podcast, he will know who he is. Who's using Ruckus with level 10 cards. And that was quite strong. I mean, that was just in an Onslaught game. It was not fun.
Yeah.
Well,
I only play Unbound game modes with Nave, and that's because I've got high level cards now. Like, apart from that, I don't want to play Unbound because it's not fun. There's nothing different. It's like, why would I want to play against? If I was playing on the team and I was playing against myself and Nave, like, I wouldn't want to play because they've got level 10 card. It's not fair, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
as Blue just pointed out, like he's playing Willow with level 1 cards because he doesn't understand the concept of saving up your cards before the big patch happens. So he's got Willow with level 1 cards going up against a level 10 loadout stacked Maeve, and particularly if you're running certain cards, namely level 10 Street Justice or Cat Burglar.
Do you want to 1v1 me, mate? My Maeve versus your Willow.
I mean, that's easy for a row for me. Like,
of course. Of course.
I mean, isn't Willow damage immune when she uses Faith Flight?
No, not damage immune, just CC immune.
She was
I've
fucking
killed flying willows. I've killed flying willows with Maeve, so...
Nah, do you remember... oh my god. Do you remember my Willow versus your Maeve? That old video?
I was shit at Maeve back then. I was much worse.
I know, but still. It was awful.
That was with the old Cat Burglar as well.
I like how Rob just flat out agrees with you.
That was with the old Cat Burglar you could triple jump with as well. I was just flying above you the whole game.
I can't do anything.
I have to rewatch that. That was actually sick.
Alright then. Quick question. Who do you think's the most OP champ in this patch then?
Torvald.
No.
All right,
I
now
hear
we know you hate Torvald.
No. Torvald's shield ability is ridiculous strong.
Yeah.
I think
Mike,
Cassie is still better in some way.
As an individual champion, Torvald isn't the best broken.
Used with a coordinated
Good boy.
team, Torvald is like.
Well, yeah, but
Sorry
like,
for that,
on
but that's
the-
just the biggest ATU. Can't really do anything like that.
Yeah, it's called over. I can try
It
editing
is.
this out.
All right. So yeah, you were saying about Torvald.
Blue.
Yeah. What? Yeah, Torvald is.
Fucking.
We can edit that out.
Was my turn. I mean, Torvald is ridiculous strong with a coordinated team. I don't think he's that strong alone because, like, he's an old grandpa. Like,
as a Maeve main, I can tell you, yes, he fucking is.
How's that notify going, Peanut?
Yeah, not fun.
like for instance, he's not the hero in Half Shell Makoa or the strong independent turtle. Like, nah, it's only an old grandpa with a shield.
What? The old
A strong
What?
independent.
for independent title. Like what?
I'm gonna have to mute this.
Oh my god.
I mean, what?
I wasn't expecting that. Sorry.
He
Okay.
isn't.
No, it's not. But he's able to give you people ridiculously strong shields when used in conjunction in a competitive
Yeah, but that's why I
team
say
with a
tanks
certain
grandpa.
Talus
That's
or
legendary.
Brock. Yes.
Yeah, but as an individual champion, he's not that great. If you was to put him up against most champions, I say most because there are champions he can beat. In a
Victor.
1v1, and
Victor
that
will
will
fucking make it.
happily scream out over and over again.
I'm playing Maeve right now, actually, in shooting range.
Same.
No
Actually.
nullifiers there.
Speaking of
Just
Maeve,
shooting.
speaking of Maeve, hope you guys, people watching, appreciate the animation there. What do you call it? The background.
Yeah,
Bit
yeah,
of a,
yeah,
bit
it's
of
fun now, isn't
a
it?
self-plug there.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, it's perfect about how much we should put. It's perfect how you put Maeve as a thumbnail, and I'm saying that Torvald is Aves. It works well.
It's quite fitting.
Yeah. I can redo
Okay,
it. Alright,
also,
never mind.
I'm also good at using the alley cat skin and all. It's great. It's
But I think we've got a unique opportunity here because I know Mog has been playing a game in the background, so he's been very quiet, and that is fair enough. But I'll just pitch a question to you, Mog. As someone who's not played the game in over a month or so, and you come back and there's loads of changes. Like, I think we had a really good time, like me, Nat, and Blue, just going through all the broken ass stuff in this patch and you trying them out. You know, how's it going for you, mate?
I think, well, like the thing is, before the patch came out, I was really just like setting myself up for disappointment. Like, I wasn't expecting I was expecting the game to be shit after the patch came out, basically. Then now that I've played it, it's really fun. Like, the changes are actually rather, I don't know, good.
Surprising. Like, it's still a good thing, and Blue's just logged up Fortnite.
Quick question, actually.
Yo.
Before we go any further, Mog, do you have your settings shared? Quick.
To what?
On the
I
party.
think he does.
yeah. You're just asking like if someone like saves video clip and stuff, are they able to hear you? So
Yeah, someone just check real quick,
Yeah.
actually.
Sure. I'll check.
I mean, you should do.
I'm checking right
Yeah, I'm
now.
pretty sure he does as well. Because
Yeah, because I'm thinking the tournament games against WLG, we heard his voice and
Yeah.
the trash talk afterwards very clearly. So
Yeah.
Never mind then. I'll shut up.
Yeah, fun.
I think it's pretty good. But anyway, back to the podcast. So yeah, it surprised you, Mark, and I think that's the same for all of us, really. Like, the game is, well, most of the time it's fun again. I mean, obviously it's not at times when you get specific champions.
When you get
But,
fucking
which
platinums on your
game
team
really
against
is.
Grandmasters, oh, so fun.
Exactly that.
That's a whole
To
different
go back
video.
to what is the most broken champion, I think
Cassie.
as a frontline player, I've got to say Ash. in my opinion.
Actually, yeah, Ash is really good.
Slugshot Ash,
So
which is
fucking
her new
good.
legendary.
You say that, but like
I do have reasons for it. I do have reasons for it.
what?
Slugshot
Explain.
Ash. Okay, so to any of you who don't know, the new legendary for Ash is called Slugshot, as you can probably guess. But it increases your projectile speed by 50%, your range as well, and you do 480 damage on hit. So it no longer explodes as an AoE, it's just a single shot, although there is a very slight explosion when it actually hits the champion. So that is a lot. That is big. First of all, it's quite insane. Not because of the damage you can do, but it's the fact that you have the DPS of a damage dealer like a Leon, and you're able to run around with 5,200 health with the correct loadout, and you can out DPS anyone.
Yeah,
It's pretty mad.
Yeah, it is.
Just saying, you know when we're saying like, what's the thing most broken champion? Do we just mean all together, or do we mean just in competitive?
Just all
play?
together.
Yeah, like
Because I was only saying I only said Torvald really because of competitive play when I was.
Oh, Torvald, yeah, Torvald's great.
Like,
I think in casuals,
Ash is probably one of the strongest this patch if you're just playing by yourself in a casual setting.
Right, what's your opinions on Cassie's new legendary then?
Cassie is up there as well.
Yeah,
Cassie
like
is one of the strongest.
she's big. Like really big
I
damage.
can tell you that
big
May
in
counts as
certain ways. I mean, yeah.
What was that, Blue? What was you say that again?
You hurt me.
You know.
What about
Oh, God, my game.
what about Tyra's new legendary?
Bird Monster, as a frontline player, I hate it more than anything, and I wish it to be removed from the game.
Cripple, so you can't
It's a
use your
triple and
abilities.
does 50% more damage.
So yeah,
It's
fucking
strong,
destroys
but
you out.
When
It's
you want to
strong,
play
I
stuff like Inara,
I wouldn't say it's the most.
I know, but it's definitely
it's
good.
more annoying. It's my pet
Yeah,
peeve
it's-
this patch.
It's good. It's good to use though. Like, it's annoying. Don't get me wrong, but it is a good card.
You know,
I
it's not
mean,
weak by any stretch. But
No, I mean that's one of Nat's recent videos demonstrated that with a perfectly thrown fire.
I know. I saw that. I saw
Stone
that.
Quarry.
It was
Did you
good.
see that? How
Yeah, I
spicy
saw
we
that.
talking, right?
Spicy,
Oh.
pretty tasty.
It wasn't even. Just didn't even take my time or anything. Just.
No,
oh.
just you flicked it straight in there. You knew what you were doing. Just
It was,
rip Ash.
V
funnily enough.
even called out my kill. He said there was an Ash in there. You got it wrong. He
Yeah,
said
was.
she was alive. It
Was an Ash
a bit
in
wrong
there.
there.
there was an Ash in there when people were looking.
I mean,
Put it that
V was
way.
not wrong. He said there was an
Yes.
Ash in there.
Past tense is very crucial here. All right. Okay. So like I can say we're pretty happy with OB65 for the
Yeah,
most part.
pretty much.
So I'm going to do what we did last week. So let's say that you are responsible for OB66 patch notes. What do you change? What do you do if you're high res?
Delete Torvald from the game.
Apart from let's
Why is that
let's
always
make a
a
rule. We're not going to delete characters from the game. Otherwise, there would only be frontliners apart from Torvald left because they're the best things in the game. But
You clear.
OB66 high res filleted YT. What do you do?
not work for high res.
For high res. But yeah, it's your patch. What do you do with it? Not.
I changed the card system back. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Does anyone? Okay, apart from me pitching the question to individual people, does anyone have anything like? Okay, let's change it. We are the high res balance department.
Maybe.
Hello, everyone.
Maybe.
What do we do?
Maybe turn down the Ash and Cassie down just a bit.
Yeah,
Maybe
some
buff-
legendaries just need to be toned down a bit.
I'd probably buff the binary star back up, not to what it was, because what it was way too fucking OP.
Why?
But if
Like-
the binary star damage now, it's so weak. It's
Yeah,
so
but
shit.
it does the exact same. Like it does the exact same damage as normal Genos in the same time.
I know, but
It's
it just
it's just more accurate. That's your trade-off. You're
It's
just
more accurate and it's much better for taking out
No.
shields.
no,
Like,
I
it
don't
works well
like
as
it.
Wrecker.
Like I really don't
Well,
like
if you
it. I just
want,
feel it's
like,
shit.
that, well, the thing like right now, you would still it does like around the same damage as a luminary would do. Like honestly,
No, Luminary does more. I've done
No,
the
it
tests.
doesn't.
I've done the
It
tests.
doesn't.
he doesn't.
Luminary does more. I've done the tests.
No, it doesn't. Right.
Alright.
He's ran the lab results.
Well, he might have, but I don't think he does. I mean, I might be wrong. Like,
I mean,
But
if
then
I
how
was
is
a
that-
high-risk employee, I would change Dorval's legendary to, or not, like,
Let-
4
let me check
seconds
that.
and CC immunity is a little bit strong in my opinion.
Actually, yeah, probably change that bit.
I
So
think that
what-
should.
Are
Like,
you mentioning,
2
are you
seconds.
mentioning
I'm not gonna say it should not be a thing, but I don't think it should be 4 seconds shield 1200 health more. I think that's a little bit strong.
So you say, like, so we're going to
Same
turn
goes
down
for
the duration.
Cassie. Like Cassie's legendary is built up to how far you are away from a target. So yeah, how far you are away, the more the damage is. But at maximum range, she does more damage than a certain champion and shoots twice as fast. I don't think that should be a thing.
Certain champion.
The certain champion I apparently am maining, but I don't think that should be a thing. Like, she may be strong, but she's not supposed to do the same damage and shoot twice as fast. I don't mind how strong she is, but not like that. Not like this.
Okay, so we got a few overtune champions. I mean, in competitive play, when we're drafting, as people around there know, we do play for a team. We play for Gali Sports, their Paladins PS4 team. When we're doing scrims and stuff against other teams, normally with a question that we ask, who do we ban, is normally Cassie is thrown around a lot. Cassie, Ash, Torvald, Gruck. Just these
Talus.
really... Talus as well, yeah. Even though we've actually started to use Talus a bit more. But
Terminus
still,
is
it's
so
like we're
annoying.
seeing... Yeah, we're seeing the same sort of champions being thrown around in the mix there. So maybe they need toning down a bit. Anyone need buffing?
Ooh.
Apart from Binary Star.
Willow needs to be
Andrew?
changed.
Yeah, Willow
Willow
probably
for
needs one.
Andrew.
Probably, yeah, Willow.
Maybe Ceres.
Sarah's
I don't know about Ceres. I think Ceres is alright.
Barrack needs a buff.
Oh yeah,
Barrett needs
definitely
buff.
one. Barrett definitely needs a buff. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ace does
Barrett
something
Barrack
like
needs a
that.
buff. He can't just be that one front line that's useless. He can't just
He
be that
isn't.
one front
He
line
isn't.
that's useless.
like,
Yeah, he's not a term.
Okay, so
Like,
I don't know.
yeah,
No,
everyone says
no.
Barrack is the worst frontline, but he is not. Like,
Terminus is.
Barrack, people underestimate the power of the dwarf. Like, he's actually pretty strong.
Power of the dog. What are you on tonight? Like, where are all these things coming from?
It's great.
I'd
So
say
yeah, so
I'd say
few
Moji
buffs.
needs nerfing a bit.
Nah, Moji can't
Not
fuck off.
Nerfing?
we've not
Nerfing,
opened
yes.
the can of worms
Yes.
on Moji.
No, I think she needs nerfing.
I think
I
Moji
would say you're
first of all
incredibly
needs her
wrong
ult
on that one.
improving.
Weird, Rob. Like, she's 100% the worst flank in the game.
Yes, but Nat, when I was using her, was I not dropping 30 kills every game?
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
had also had me and Monkey with you against unranks, yes.
Still, it's
Yeah,
not
but
fair.
that's like, I
If
could
you're
do that
playing
with
against
Pink.
unranked people, they have no clue what they're doing, throwing themselves on the point and dying 14
To be-
times in
to
the
be
game
fair-
and thinking they're doing a nice job. I mean,
To be fair, when you're playing against, I would use this term quite conservatively, the lower tier, in air quotation marks,
Spazzes.
players who are not, who are not quite used to the game. They're still learning it. Actually, no, there's a big
Spazzes.
difference between someone who's learning the game or someone that knows about the game but is still not great at it. But like, you
Preschoolers.
can use any champion against them. And like, you could use Grover, get a pentakill, and people will be crying for Grover nerfs.
I would like him to be nerfed to make him not as easy. Just saying,
Shut
he's
up.
easy. He's the best sniper in the game. Doesn't have to
No,
reload. Can heal
He
himself.
needs a
More
buff.
health, more movement.
Rover's hitbox, or what's
His
it
hitbox is
called?
also ridiculous.
Collision box or hitbox? I don't know what it is, but
Are you
someone-
talking weapon or how he when he
weapon.
hits someone else?
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
too,
that's the
too
weapon
easy to
collision.
hit someone with him. If you know what I mean.
Weapons collision block.
But to be fair, though, I mean, when you're using Grover, you hit that 1,130 damage axe cross
Yeah,
map.
but it's
It's beautiful.
yeah, but you could have as well with just a sniper if you can just aim well. Right?
Yeah, but I can't aim well, so I play Grover.
That's the
I'm
thing.
a frontline player.
Exactly.
why you
He's
need to
easy.
just do it.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I
He's
know, it's a
easy.
learn to play issue. Okay, so
But it's the reason we all hated Vivian. It's because she was easy to play. So why is Grover still a thing with 1,000 axes? Like,
Because Grover's easier to counter than Vivian.
yeah,
Because he's in
because to
Smite.
be fair,
It's only a
Yeah, 'cause
couple of
A, he's in
you have a
Smite.
massive issue. Like,
Yeah, like-
I
Yeah,
get
with-
the Grover shouldn't be better than both the snipers, so maybe tone down his damage output. But I don't think anything else about him is necessarily broken.
No, because
Well-
like, am I right in saying like, if you had a Vivian and you run into her face, you're going to die as quickly as you were if you were on the other side of the map, give or take. But with a Grover that's running Ferocity, that does more damage over the distance further back. If you run into a Grover's face, and there are a certain player who can't vine properly, mention no names, then
That
you're
was a
stuffed.
2-on-1. Just saying. Like,
No, but still, like a Grover, exactly. It's easy to be countered. Like Vivian, if you ran 2 people at her, the Vivian has a chance of getting out of that alive, or at least taking one of you down. But if you run into a Grover into his face, your axes are only dealing 350 damage a shot.
And you throw him at the fucking pace of a snail on steroids. So.
Exactly. Yeah, and the fire rate is not even that good as well. So, I think I'll take the point that Grover is very easy to use, and so he's standing back holding R2, but he has more obvious counterplay to him, which I think you can exploit. Although on some maps he's downright broken. Frozen Garden, Timber Mill in particular.
and is that like get cauterized so you can beat him? Is that what you're saying?
Get Cauterized is a counter. Run into his face, because he's not. You go into his face, he's not going to do anything.
You go into his face like as someone that isn't a front line, like so you're not playing Ash, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So
He can heal
Leon
himself.
into
You don't have
Grover.
cauterize. He can still win if he doesn't miss. Like
Deno
just like how you're
points
in the
out that
unit.
his cooldown on his heal is 10 seconds.
He only wins if he's already hit you from range, which means you've not really done your job if you're trying to fight.
Like Leon versus a Grover at the minimum fall off range. So Grover is using Ferocity, and in this instance will be hitting for around 350. Leon is in full range of her weapon, so hitting for 400 per shot, and also with all of her abilities. Grover has a heal and a cripple axe.
and more
Leon
health.
wins. And more health, yes, but Leon is hitting for more and is able to chain her attacks better by just closing the distance. If it was a Leon on the other side of the map in a sniper's nest against Grover with Ferocity, that's 2 axes.
Like TJ, like you say like Leon would win, but I've got Leon's 20 and I'll lose a 1v1 to a Grover if he's in his face. I'm a Leon. I don't win 1v1s at close combat
I
unless
don't
I'm
think you should be able to.
I
do.
don't think you should.
If I have
because
cauterize, I win.
don't. But that's the
if I
thing.
had-
I don't lose those 1v1s, so I don't
Because you
understand
have
how you do.
because you're getting cauterized. Like I'm saying, if we didn't have cauterize, is what we're saying.
Yeah,
That's what
but-
we're saying here.
But yeah, but that's the same with any support at the beginning of the game. If you don't have Cauterize, they're gonna win most 1v1s. Grok
Yeah.
wins most 1v1s early game
Which
because
is
of
why
Cauterize. Pit
and then
wins
I'll-
most 1v1s early game because of Cauterize. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just say, "Oh,
Yeah,
he's
no,
gonna
no,
win
no.
early
I
on."
can't. There's a
You see-
reason I'm saying. There's a reason I'm saying this. Okay, because you're trying to take him away from something like Vivian that was the counterable. Well, if you just got Wrecker, you'd beat a Vivian. So again, it's the same as a
Again,
cauterize. You'd beat a Grover.
It wasn't,
It's-
though.
no.
Like, a Vivian
it
could
was.
still beat you in a 1v1
Yeah,
whether
even
you
without
have
the
the
shield.
So why were you picking Wrecker so you could beat the Vivian every time?
Well, yes,
Explain to me that.
it wasn't every time though. It was 50-50 chance. Even when I was playing Lex, I said, unless I miss, she's gonna. If I don't miss, I've won. If I miss even one shot, one mistake. It's not the same with Grover. Grover, you can make multiple mistakes and still beat.
Pretty much.
Right.
I think we could argue until the cats come home
Yeah.
about this.
I mean, that's something we
yeah,
could
I
talk
think-
about for hours. That so.
Yeah, we could go on and talk about the individual specifics of it, but
I'm gonna buy you a mic blue and send you it because fuck me.
Oh, guys, okay, thank you for sponsoring me
okay.
a mic.
And we're back.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Okay, Blue, and we're back. Go on. As you were saying
Oh.
about Cassie.
I wasn't saying anything about Cassie. I was saying we could also argue about how characters look. It's more interesting.
What-
Is it 3
What?
a.m.? No, it's
No,
not.
What?
Okay.
3 a.m.
Talk
talk.
about
Haha,
Grover beating
you
you in
funny
1v1s.
boy.
Let's just get good. Like, Grover loses every 1v1 at close range. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
He's not good
Yeah.
on close range. You win on close range. If you get close to him, you wait. That's how you beat Grover.
Yeah, but
Apparently
and
not how
with
you beat
with-
Grok, because
anyway,
Grok is totally buggy. I can't kill him. He's 0 HP, but
that's why he's banning competitive play. But anyway, we're moving on from that. Okay. Just very quickly, I've got the timer next to me, and we're running out of the allocated time to be talking about paladins. So
Oh god.
I think I'm
How
just
much
going to
time
put
we
in
got left?
well, 1 minute and 54 seconds just discussing paladins.
Is that half an hour
since we
already?
started. That's half an hour. No, near enough.
Flip me.
Since when I started. I know, it's gone so quickly.
In one.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm just gonna. Can we get like a movement going? Because I want Terminus, right? I just want to bring him up very quickly.
Yeah, go for
His new, yes, I want his new legendary removed and Ferocity Terminus to be a thing.
So his Calamity Blast has scaling damage.
Oh no!
So you can
I
have
want
a-
his melee to have scaling damage.
How is that going to work?
How is that going to work?
Hey, that's the point.
No,
That is the
that's
point.
no, that's not. The reason I say Calamity Blast is because
Okay.
that could be a thing, and I'd love to see
That
a
would actually
Terminus
be
at the
quite
back
cool.
of the map. It wouldn't be
would
viable,
actually
I
be
understand
cool.
that, but I'd love to see
Okay.
a Terminus at the back of the map shooting Calamity Blasts, trying to snipe
Yeah,
people.
that'd be like
that'd
that'd
great.
be like a meme
it would be
setup.
great. I mean, Cassia's got that, Grover has got that, and now let's make Terminus have that as well.
Leanne has
Straight-
that with
why
Eminence.
why do we stop there?
Leanne
Yeah,
has it.
Leon's got it with Eminence. Where do we stop? Like freaking I don't know.
Give it to Maeve as well. Just fucking give it to Maeve as well.
Yeah, give it to Maeve. Scaling damage on her
I'm all about
daggers.
that.
She does 300 plus 300,000
Make
plus.
make Ash's slug shot scale with distance. I
No.
think that'd be amazing. Like, where do we stop? Like,
No, then you need to
Charlene scales with damage after your.
I think when
withdrawal.
Genos one-shots you across the map, I think that's when you stop playing the game.
No, Genos' ult scales with distance.
Stop at what we have with scale. No.
Welcome to Paladins, champions of the scaling distance.
Welcome to Paladins, where Ceres is no hit
Instead of
scan.
damage fall off, people have damage. The farther you are away, the
damage
more
fall off damage increase. Okay, we've hit the end of the timer, so that is that's Paladins. That's
enough.
Paladins OB65. So
Let us know what you guys think in
um,
comments if any of you guys are actually fucking watching.
Yep. So anyone who is still listening to us rabbit on for this half an hour, we'll stop stop for a moment and just let us know in the comments what you think. And what would you do for OB66? And also, how much bullshit are we talking, really?
Pretty
I
much
mean,
all of it.
although, to be honest, that will be most of the comments. So anyway, we've got half an hour left of this podcast, and we spent an hour and a half just discussing Paladins.
An hour and a half.
But when you take into account the first podcast, which was about an hour
Oh,
long,
right, yeah.
and the first half of this podcast, which is another half. So thankfully, my maths is not quite.
The other podcast was exactly
on
an hour. Like, not even a minute past. It was exactly an hour.
Okay, so an hour. We spent an hour. Actually, spoken. Thank you. We spent an hour and a half talking about Paladins. And this is when we made this podcast, we didn't really want it to be a Paladins-based podcast. I mean, that was just something that we all have in common. We can talk about. Yeah, we did not intend this to be a Paladins-based podcast. We wanted to branch out and discuss other things as well. We wanted to talk about other video games. We wanted to talk about TV, films, anime, and just other random bullshit that's just going on
Big
in our
anime
lives.
titties.
Because these conversations that are just absolutely fantastic things to be part of, and just thought, let's just record them down and just see what happens. So I think it would be best to start off with a new discussion and kind of also an introduction to who we are as well, because we're just a bunch of people who talk about Paladins, but don't really know about us as individuals. So I'm going to pitch a question to everyone here about video games.
Oh.
I want you to tell me, what is your favorite video game franchise of all time that you've ever played?
Oh.
I'm
And
gonna
I
go
want you
through
to
one
tell
by
me
one.
why.
So,
Alright, we'll
You
go
got
with
just
that.
one
franchise and why.
I've got you, fam. Brutal Legend, and the reason is because it spoke to my soul.
what? Say again. What game? Which game did you say?
Brutal Legend, I think.
Yeah, have you ever heard of it?
I have heard of Brutal Legend. Yeah, that's the hack and slash wave, the guy with the guitar thing.
Yeah, with Jack Black,
yeah.
the main character.
Yeah, that's
Jack
it.
Black.
That's it. Yeah. Go on, Mog. What is it about Brutal Legend? It really spoke to you. You said.
It just spoke to my soul. That's
soul.
why the beginning and the end of the
Okay.
story.
All right. Okay. How long ago did you play Brutal Legend?
Yo, dude, like 8 years ago. Oh my god.
Freaking, we're gonna be feeling on the nostalgia now.
Yeah, nostalgia will also be a thing adding stuff.
Yeah, it'll be a recurring theme as we just reminisce about.
Can I just mention before someone says Paladins is a favourite game, we're not going to allow that because
Paladins is not a video
Paladins can
game. It's
fuck off.
basically a part of our life now.
So
Paladins
we
can
can't say
Fuck off
Paladins.
at times. Okay.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Real legend.
He was going to say Paladins. What you
Blue's just like, oh. Okay.
He's just going to say high-res. High-res
Well, yeah.
is a
So
whole-
I would say
okay, Blue.
I enjoy Paladins a lot as well, Blue. But like, I just don't think.
Okay, Blue. Okay, apart from Paladins, name another game.
I don't know. I want to go last. I want to think.
Okay, you want to go last? Sure. Okay. Let's go with Nat Blade. Your favorite video game franchise and why?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Saw that one coming.
The other one.
Before you
Saw
even
that one
start, Neptune, get the fuck out.
So wanted him to say the other one, like Neptune.
Oh, a certain game.
I saw that one coming
Okay,
a mile
so-
off. I knew that one as well. He's told me
What?
like 700. You've told me that Assassin's Creed is like your favorite franchise, like 700.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
the original conversation where we said let's make a podcast out of it. So let's make a podcast out of it. So, Blade, Assassin's Creed, you say? What is it about Assassin's Creed? Why that? And why not
Like
Neptune?
the whole concept of Neptune has nothing to do with it. I just like the whole concept of Assassin's Creed. Like I don't know, it just when
Like sneak around
first time I
stabbing.
even played it, it just
He likes putting something in
when the first time I
someone.
played Assassin's Creed, like, oh my god, like you know what? Assassin's Creed is my favorite game franchise, and no one's gonna let me speak. So can we move on to someone else? Like,
No, okay, let the guys speak. We can rip into him a bit
Yeah.
more after the podcast, but
Yeah, go on.
yeah. Nat, you have the floor, and I won't interrupt you anymore.
no, you know when you just play something and it just clicks with you, like you think I just enjoyed it from the get go. So I started to play like one of the later Assassin's Creeds like after loads of people already played it, and then I could go even though people say stuff like people enjoy like the older games because of like what's it called because they'd played them first and started them when they started them. You get what I mean? But I could play the older games and still enjoy it as much. Even though it was like, well, it technically been worse. So it even got progressively better when I played the lower play games, just because I was enjoying the series more. So, you know, it's just the whole concept of the series I enjoy.
Which Assassin's
Like-
Creed was your favorite one? Like, which one were you like?
Which Assassin's Creed's my favourite? I don't know.
Brotherhood
it's
is
by-
like one of the best, in my opinion.
Oh,
See,
brother.
either Brotherhood or Rogue.
2.
Because I like
two would
Rogue.
be
I like Assassin's Creed
Assassin's
Rogue.
Creed
'Cause
2, yeah.
I like Brotherhood because everyone liked Brotherhood, but I also liked Assassin's Creed Rogue because it flipped everything on its head, and Rogue was the one that was only on last gen consoles. Can I just say?
Yeah.
So like,
Yep.
because it flipped everything around, and you made you think like which side is actually the correct side? Like, is it the Assassin's been on the whole time?
Oh, is that the
Because now the
one?
Templar side seems good.
Yeah, is that the one where there's
are a
like the
Templar.
ex Templar in there? Yeah, Connor.
What,
Or
you
whatever it's called.
No.
Oh, the ex assassin. Sorry, ex assassin. Sorry, not ex Templar. Ex assassin.
Shay, from yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
A bit of a
Oh,
moral
that was a
dilemma,
good- yeah, that was a
provoking
good
some
one.
interesting questions about, the what's what I'm looking for, like the validity of your actions as well. So I mean, that for a video game to do is pretty powerful to kind of think, question about a video game franchise you've
and a
played a
game
lot,
that
to
was-
just
and a
question the
game
very
that was-
core of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And
beautiful.
a game that was only on last gen console as well. So I feel like there's a lot of people that didn't play it. One of my friends that I know IRL that also loves Assassin's Creed never played Rogue because it was
Sam.
he heard you were a Templar in it, didn't want to play the Templar because it's the Templars, you're an assassin, and it was also last gen, so he never went to it. You get what I mean? So it's like
Yeah,
if
but
you
you
played
found
it,
most.
I'd say you'd have loved it, but if you never played it, it's like it's probably because of the other reasons like it's last gen stuff like that, you know.
Most
I feel
of
like
the
if it
old
was next
games.
gen, like it would have been much more popular, in my opinion.
I know, but most of the best games were on old consoles. You know what I mean?
Well, is that the nostalgia? Maybe we could do a podcast
Is
on
that
that another
nostalgia
day.
thing?
Is
Yeah,
that
it could
nostalgia
be.
talking?
That could be.
Like
I
I'll
think
say,
Like
we'll
Need
talk
for
about
Speed
that.
Underground. Oh my god, that was,
Oh my
that was so good.
God.
I remember that. That was so good.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Assassin's Creed. I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed. My favorite would probably be Black Flag actually on the PS4. I freaking
Black Flag was good. That was the
loved
first
game
Black Flag
so
was the
much.
first one I played, which is when I played the later games and went back.
Yeah,
Mm.
Black Flag really was absolutely fantastic. I played the hell out of it. Couldn't beat any of the legendary pirate ships though, because I'm a noob.
I could
But
do that.
probably,
Next level pro.
I would say the Assassin's Creed game that probably spoke to me more was Brotherhood, because I met
That was good.
a fair few of IRL friends through playing Brotherhood online, actually.
Fair enough.
Which first, yeah, the online mode was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, then Assassin's Creed 3 happened, and I'm not about that.
So you don't like Assassin's Creed 3? I was like, it's like my next favorite after Brotherhood and Rogue is 3.
Well, I mean, you already know my opinions on Modern Warfare 3.
We can go to Modern Warfare 3 another time, mate, alright?
Yeah, that's another podcast.
That's a whole nother hour podcast right there.
But yeah, on Assassin's Creed 3, I mean, the reason why I didn't like it as much is after playing all of the other games, Assassin's Creed 3 just felt so slow. It just felt so sluggish as well.
Oh my god,
It did feel
I
slow,
want a game.
It did. Feel
Yes,
a bit
nice
slow.
one more. Get that TP. It's
Out of
like
nowhere.
yeah, it's like Assassin's Creed. It tried to do so much in such a small amount of time, and I felt bogged down by the
We leave
like the
Connor
homestead
alone,
mechanics.
and then we move
I
on.
don't know. My gripes with Assassin's Creed 3 are not to do with the main character, unlike many other people who would say that. I mean, I don't mind Haytham and Connor. Haytham's pretty much of a badass, really, but yeah, it just didn't. As you say, games that click with you, it just didn't with me for Assassin's Creed 3. It was tried to overcomplicate it. I remember I playing the original Assassin's Creed on Xbox 360, and that was just simplicity in a nutshell.
If that's the case,
Repetitively smashing your health.
If that's the case, you didn't like the stuff when you got them played. What's your opinion on the newer games like Syndicate? Because I enjoyed Syndicate.
I can't actually say anything about that. I've not played Syndicate. No, the last game I played through would have been Black Flag.
Someone
I've
stop
not played
sleeping. Like,
Syndicate.
could that be a thing? Like,
Okay, but I think that's our hint that we've probably talked a bit too much. So who is falling asleep in the background?
It's Blue,
Because it's your
obviously.
turn now.
I just speak for everyone.
Okay.
Oh, was
V,
it V?
since you've got such a big mouth on you,
Oh, sorry, Blue, I
what is your
thought it was-
favourite video game franchise and why?
Well, it's definitely not Assassin's Creed.
No,
Oh,
I mean we're not gonna start another 20-minute discussion about Assassin's Creed.
Mine's probably lesser known. Maybe not
Okay.
as lesser known as Mogs.
Right, go on.
Probably you guys would probably know it if you're into any like JRPGs and stuff like that. It's
Go on
called
then.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yes,
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts.
Hearts, so good. Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out soon
I
as
think-
well, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can't wait for
Everyone
that.
knows it.
I can't wait for
Yeah,
that.
everyone knows it. I've not.
Yeah.
I'll hold my hands up and say I've not played it, so I'll take a
Oh,
back
it's so
seat
good.
for this one.
It's
Go
so
on, guys.
But yeah,
The bit
no,
I love the bit with fucking Sephiroth where the platinum arena bit.
Yeah.
That was fucking so
that's
cool.
the whole
I mean-
bit that speaks to people. Is like it's a game between. Well,
It's mixed with Disney and
classic
Final
JRPG.
Fantasy.
It's Disney and Final Fantasy.
It's so good.
I've played a lot of JRPGs, a lot including games you won't mention, but I have not played Kingdom Hearts ever. I have not played Kingdom Hearts.
Big Tick Booney
I
5000 on the
Wait,
quest
what
for the
does
bigger tits.
JRPG stand for?
Japanese role playing game.
Oh my god.
Nah,
The
for real
anime.
though, if there's anyone watching this that hasn't played Kingdom Hearts, go play them. They're so good. 1 and 2. They're, so
Opens up PlayStation Store. Goes to bundles.
they're still worth the money.
It's
Worth the
it's
money.
a very good game.
So yeah, what is it about it? Why that over anything else?
Like I said, it's
Play it.
because it's a mix. It's mixed between a JRPG, then it's got Final Fantasy characters,
And if you love
and
Final
it's got
Fantasy,
Disney
it's just
characters, and there's nothing more entertaining than watching fucking Mickey Mouse run around with an oversized key hitting people. It's just not.
laughing. It's great.
Fair
Oh.
enough. Fair enough.
There's nothing better
What-
than
what-
knocking on a fucking chest like 101 times to find puppies. Like, yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I know Kingdom Hearts has got quite a few games in its collection. What was your favorite out of them? Big.
Favorite, probably
Yeah.
Birth by Sleep, which is
Yeah.
one that even fewer people would have played because it's not a main series. Like
Hmm.
it's Not one of the ones that was on console, basically, until recently.
Was it a game? Was it the Game Boy?
PSP.
Remake? The PSP, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, because I do know that about Kingdom Hearts. It's like they decided to put main games on like portable.
Yeah, like their main
ports,
story is on all of their games. All of their games are all one story. But if you want to just follow the main story, you only have to play the ones that are on the console.
I only played the one on PSP. Lol.
You played the best one, so that's all that matters.
All right, awesome. Anything else to say about it apart from subliminally advertising Square Enix games?
Yeah, let's go to you, TJ. What's your favorite game franchise?
I mean, where are we going to me?
Yeah, fuck it, might as well.
Right, okay, my favourite video game franchise. My word, this is quite difficult with me. I've been around for a while. I've played many video games.
Oh, fuck off. I'm old. Oh, pretty
Sorry, I'm
ninja
old,
man.
I am the ancient. No,
You're what, 19?
I think you are.
20.
Oh no, you're 3 years older than me. Oh my god, you're so fucking old, Grandpa.
I know, I feel old. My back's already giving in. I'm wearing slippers and taking tablets.
Yeah,
I'm
have you bought an
basically in a
allotment yet?
retirement home.
You got a fucking allotment. Yeah.
I'm on a waiting list for an allotment. Don't worry about that.
Good boy.
Okay. Let's talk.
For people that don't know what an allotment is, it's a garden. That you can,
it's a
you can grow
garden
your own shit in.
Yeah. I've
This
got
mod
a
wasn't having
Star
any of
Wars
it.
Battlefront, the old school
Ooh,
Battlefront.
that
games.
was actually good. That was actually
So
really good.
what I mean by that, I mean no,
Even
because
that
then I
I
have
was-
about the newer Battlefront games, which I didn't like at all.
Yeah.
So, I side note, I could talk about Battlefront games on PlayStation 2 as freaking all day. But in terms of a video game franchise that I've played all the games and loved them to bits, it's got to be Uncharted.
If I'm gonna be brutally honest here, TJ, I'd say Lego Star Wars was better. Just pointing out.
To be fair, I did complete that in a day. I mean, I've got the complete saga on PS3. I saw it like second hand in a cash exchange, and I thought I've got to get it. I've got to relive it. So yeah, I love the Lego Star Wars games.
Yeah, Lego.
But yes, to answer the question, my favorite video game franchise,
Uncharted,
it's
did
the
you say?
Uncharted collection.
That
Yes.
I've never
Uncharted,
actually
Drake's
played the
Deception.
Uncharted. Like I had
I
I had-
own all the Uncharted games, but I've never played a single one.
yeah, like I am.
Oh my word, that's even worse than not playing them.
I got the
It's actually
Nathan,
owning them.
with my PS4, I got the Nathan Drake collection, and
I had
also
I had
got
the Drake
new one.
collection. I had the Drake
got-
collection and sold it.
I've got the special edition Nathan Drake collection next to me, and my Uncharted 4 1 terabyte PS4.
Yeah, just send us it on eBay, yeah.
Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Right there, never
Yes.
played either of them. Not played a single one.
I
He
would-
hasn't
I
played
would- I
Last
would
of Us
say-
as well. Can you believe that?
I've also got The Last of Us, and I've never played it.
Okay, I'll get on to that for another podcast.
Last of Us. I
Um,
could do a whole podcast on that. That's so good.
Yeah, same here. Life is Strange
you-
as well. Could do a whole
Oh
podcast.
no, no, Life is Strange is. God, we've got so many future podcasts to talk about.
Yeah, it's good. We're really setting up.
Subscribe for
you
more
mentioned-
game shit right here.
You mentioned two
Subscribe,
games,
yeah.
because you went into the Battlefront, and then you went...
Yeah, you was
Like,
talking
Yeah,
about.
it's okay.
I mean,
I was talking
yeah.
about Battlefront on the PlayStation 2, and then I say though that would probably be, would I count that as a franchise, because that was when LucasArts did it, and they're no longer a company anymore. It's now taken over by EA. So am I? Can I get away with that? I mean, if you
Yeah,
want to talk about
you
actual
can talk-
franchise that exists, yeah, but like I would
If that's
say
the case,
that
it's going to mention two, so could we also name a second
Yeah,
one?
you could say
Yeah,
like
sure,
the Star
I
Wars
mean-
franchise prior to that.
yeah, okay, I'll talk about Star Wars Battlefront then. So yeah, Battlefront and Battlefront 2, both on the PS2. I say it's my favourite games because I literally put just the sheer amount of time I put into it. Like, I would actually go around my friend's house to actually just play this game. Like, play it 2-player mode, we do all-night sessions on it. Like, Battlefront 1 was the game that got me into playing FPSs. I played it on a scout camp. Like, they had someone had set up a PS2 in there, one game, and it was Battlefront. And I played the best spin platform level, must have been probably 20 times a day, just in that week of scout camp. I fucking fell in love with the game. I loved how it combined the aerial battles and also interacting with the ground as well. Freaking something EA still can't even do fucking properly.
Because EA don't put effort into their games. They just bang out a product and go, oh yeah, here's 50, give me 50
in these
quid.
days when, you know, I paid like 30 quid for Battlefront when I bought it, and I got the complete game. And I fucking loved it. I loved every moment of it.
You buy Battlefront now and you have to put like 70 quid just to unlock fucking 2 characters.
Yeah,
it's like, no, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, there was so much content, there was so much to do. Even though I would win pretty much all the games, I would still have those moments, putting it on the hardest difficulty, switching between third person and first person as well, which was really weird at the time. But like just the sheer scope of maps and the vehicles as well. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, but then again, now that I think about it, it's like that nowadays with every game franchise. Like you add more content in old games before it because there was no such thing as DLC. You couldn't go and buy DLC, you know, on the PlayStation 2 because there was pretty much limited access to internet on it. So
yeah, Battlefield 2 was just an example. Is what I would say is a prime example of a video game sequel done properly, because it took everything that the original Battlefront did, and then just turned it up to 11. Like I was annoyed that you couldn't have the airship battles on the ground battles. That annoyed me a bit, but the space battles themselves were really good. I'm in the minority. I love the space battles, and going onto the enemy ship and destroying all those bits. Oh. It's just amazing.
Yes, they were good, to be honest.
And also the heroes as well. So yeah, I'm rambling on about how much I love this franchise. Any questions?
What was your favorite hero?
Oh, favorite hero. That's the point. Yeah, the hero battle on Mos Eisley Cantina. Oh my god, that was amazing.
They were good, weren't they? They were so good.
Yeah, so good. My favorite hero I used to play was actually Darth Vader. I would, because for the simple reason,
stereotypical noob.
I know, but hear me out. He was the only character who just walked around. Like he had an actual walking animation. Like everyone else was running and sprinting and doing
like
Yoda
backflips
everywhere. He's just walking. He's like, I'm gonna take him my time. I'm gonna murder everyone.
Do you remember in Lego fucking Star Wars, if you played Yogi, you'd like jump across the street?
Yes. Oh,
that was fantastic. I love that.
That's great. Lego Star Wars had the charm, but yeah. I would say Darth Vader, or I also really liked playing as Han Solo.
Yeah.
No, not Han Solo. No, not Han Solo. Freaking Boba Fett, that was it. Yeah, Han Solo wasn't really.
Oh, Boba Fett, yeah. Boba
Fett, yeah.
Is he in the new ones? I don't think he is he?
I don't know. I gave up. But yes, I think I have overstayed my welcome talking about Battlefronts.
I was about to fall asleep. I was going to.
Exactly, you know, because I'm talking about. I realised that I'm talking about Star Wars, and that is just like allergic to it.
Shall I give you a good old fact about paladins?
No, that was sections half an hour ago.
I'm
joking.
I'm up against good old Nox Maeve.
I just played against them.
Yep.
Initially teammates that are stones.
You have an hour on your team and Terminus on your team, alright, yeah?
Yep, so literal stones and lemons.
Nope, not even. I have an aura. But,
alright.
No Terminus.
Okay.
Terminus 2OP.
Right. We're gonna go over to you, Huz, because I really wanted to be last.
Right.
Favorite video game franchise and
I
why?
would like to say, because I've got a couple, because the first game I ever played was COD Finest Hour, which was amazing. I loved that, but I don't think it was my favorite franchise because the new CODs are just shit. I would like to say Final Fantasy again because they were like most of my childhood, but
yeah, that's fair enough.
But I don't think it is. I think I'm gonna have to go with Pokemon if anything, because I've spent so much time playing Pokemon. Like I even play it now.
Really fucking nice phone backgrounds.
Yep. There you go. I love Pokemon. I spend so much time. I mean, I kind of fell out of love with it until like 2 years ago, and then I realized Nat liked it again, and then he started introducing me all back to it, and was like, "Oh, watch the anime." So I watched the anime and stuff, and I got back into it.
You actually watched the anime?
I've watched quite a lot of it. No, I've watched quite a lot of it. I've started watching.
Someone else is actually watching all of it.
I'm starting to watch Y now.
Nice. What season you on? What season?
Y. X and Y. I'm on
Yeah,
X and Y bit.
why are we
Yeah,
doing
X
this?
and Y. Honestly, in my opinion, XY and XYZ is is best season, best everything. XYZ is the best season, but X and Y is the best series because XYZ is.
I wanna be the very.
That's no, get out of here. No, shut up. That's boring. Get leave.
Fuck off.
It's the original, right?
That's the original, but it's the original's shit.
But yeah, Pokemon.
Oh, man,
I don't know. I just love like, especially dark Pokemon, like Darkrai. Darkrai was
Dark
always
type.
my favorite. Like,
So Dark's your favorite type?
yeah, 100%. Like if I could be like my own gym. If I
I'm
could
a
be my own
weirdo.
gym.
Flying's my favorite type.
Yeah, but you're like your favorite
not
Pokemon
very
Staravia,
long
innit? Or
flying.
Staraptor, is it? Or Staravia? Or
Staraptor is my favorite.
Staraptor, that's it, yeah. I mean,
I know who
Staraptor's
likes
pretty
Staraptor.
cool.
I mean, I'm one of the old school guys. Charmander's.
Charmander's
my
that cool
favourite.
as well.
Charmander's so cool. I mean, favorite starter Pokemon would be
this for a
Mudkip.
whole different podcast, right?
Yeah. I mean, we could do a
just saying.
podcast on that. But, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a Pokemon podcast soon.
I'm not saying
But,
that, but I'm
yeah.
pretty sure everyone in this party actually likes it, so you know, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, we could talk a lot about Pokemon. But yeah, I mean, what's your favorite Pokemon game then?
Oh, favorite Pokemon game? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with Gold, Heart, Soul Silver, and Heart Gold. I don't know. I just love the fact that the Pokemon followed you and all that, and the map was so big. You had 2 full regions. You know what I mean? You had 16 badges to get and 2 champions to beat. It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I remember playing Pokemon Red on.
Red was good.
Game
Yeah,
Boy.
that was good. I would died.
And then I remember kind of a bit of a sad memory involving Pokemon, but I remember like my nan had to go into hospital a few years ago, and I remember that I went to visit her every day, and obviously she was some of her tablets were made quite sleepy, so I would just bring my Game Boy Advance along, and I was just playing Leaf Green for hours on end, and it just kind of kept me going, really. So that's why Leaf Green holds a place in my heart. But I think for that reason, but for me it was Ruby. I think Ruby was.
Like I was when I got to mine, it's not Ruby like Ruby itself, but I like Mega Ruby myself. Like, it's my favorite.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the
Mega Ruby's my
3D ones are pretty cool.
It's the same thing, and it's
Yeah, I've not
better.
played the 3D ones.
Oh, Mega Ruby is fucking nice.
I borrowed Mega Ruby off Nat, and it was really,
Yeah.
in fairness, it was really fucking good. Like I had a lot of fun playing it.
Didn't you? Yeah.
I did. I 100%ed it. I collected everything in it, so it was really good.
I mean, if we do like if we're going like off because you obviously haven't played newer games, it's not you don't know if you prefer them. So in the older games, my favorite one would probably be Pokemon Diamond. But if we're
Diamond
doing
was
weird-
good. Diamond was really
I always
good.
played Pearl.
Platinum, bro.
That's because I'm just weird.
Yeah, I see. Now I'm the same with your Ruby. I played Sapphire.
Yeah. I just found the cover art for Ruby so much cooler.
Does anyone remember Pokemon Yellow?
I've got Yellow.
Oh,
I've got it.
that was
I've got
good.
Yellow like downloaded onto my 3DS. There's like a game you could get.
Yeah,
So.
that was good. Started with Pikachu. That was good.
Okay.
And then you got to fucking fight the first gym with a
Right,
fucking electric
Blue.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked enough about Pokemon, and
Blue.
we're down to one left. Blue, daboo dee daboo da.
Gonna be really original. My favorite franchise is Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Okay,
And that's not a bad franchise, to be honest.
that's Modern Warfare. Not a bad franchise to go for.
Just
What
the
is it
entire
about?
franchise. Like,
Yep.
I just enjoyed the games the most out of all of the games I ever played. I think I put in the most time.
Mm-hmm. Apart from a certain game.
No, I think it's even more.
Oh, that's quite a statement. So,
That is a
Modern
statement.
Warfare, the Modern
What's your
Warfare
favorite-
franchise. So you are
what's your
referring to
favorite-
Modern Warfare,
favorite-
Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3.
Favorite Modern Warfare is, of course, Modern Warfare 3.
I'll keep quiet on that one.
Coming in clutch with Modern Warfare 3. Played it too much.
Like, if Modern Warfare 3 got remastered, I would buy it without a second thought.
Same, to be honest. I put a lot of hours into Modern Warfare 3. Not as much as Nat, or
not.
probably you, Blue, but I put like a good 100 hours into it.
like every gun gold, all the challenges. Like,
I mean, I played it
like
on
not
PC.
not proceeding on purpose.
I
no.
played it on PC.
You hacker.
Like till maximum level. Then I played it a lot. Then I got a PS4, so I played it again until maximum level and a lot. PS3 was it actually then?
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, my opinions on Modern Warfare 3 are well documented within this group.
Yeah, we know.
And I will save them for another day. But I mean, I can still get behind that. I mean, how much I enjoyed Modern Warfare 2 completely overrides my feelings on Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is fantastic. I love I think Modern Warfare probably has because I'm one of the weird guys. I play COD not for the multiplayer. I play it for the single player campaign.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. I always play the campaign.
Modern Warfare, I think, is the one. It's still my favorite. I've played through it on the
No
hardest
Russian.
difficulty so many times.
No Russian.
No Russian. Oh my
No
god, that's
Russian.
the most tense.
Do you remember when that
mission?
Yeah, do you remember when that first came out and it got massive media attention? The game nearly got fucking.
No Russians Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I know, but when Modern Warfare 2 first came out and that mission was aired, the fucking media went crazy, didn't they? Almost got the game taken down. Like the game almost got stopped.
Video games make
It's promoting terrorism. It promotes terrorism. Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, because the human race really needed video games before they started murdering each other for stupid reasons.
So that's what inspired that in the game.
Another podcast for another day. But anyway, Modern Warfare for me is great. So, how many hours do you reckon you played it, Blue, on Modern Warfare 3? Like, how many hours?
Too much hours.
Don't want to talk
That's
specifics.
fair. Would you have ever gone competitively? Did you ever have aspirations of playing it at the esport level?
I mean, I was 10. No.
Oh yeah, of course.
I tried playing.
I mean, to be honest, that is like representative of half the COD demographic, so it's not actually that bad a question.
Yeah. I tried playing esports though, didn't I? Not for BO3. I didn't get. I didn't get very far. Like I joined a couple of teams, but I didn't get very far.
He was actually really good at the game. To be fair.
Oh
I
yeah.
would play Black Ops 3 with Rob, and I'm running around with my shotgun, being a little bitch, and he's destroying people with like
the worst gun in the game.
All this other stuff and shit. Things that were bad, he would just destroy people and turn on people with. Like he could,
I was too good at the game.
I'm only Prestige 7 in Black Ops 3 multiplayer on my main account because I could get carried through the games with you. If I was playing it on my own, I don't think I got past Prestige 1. Honestly,
Like most, because I remember I did a scrim when I was trying to get into Haunted. Do you remember that? Nat? Back all the way back then. I was trying to get into a team called Haunted, and I did a scrim with one of the members of it, just because he was testing me. And I remember I actually didn't die that entire game, and I still didn't get into the team, which I cried about for a bit. I didn't actually cry, but I did. I cried in the inside.
You cried. You were in tears probably.
Yeah, I probably was in tears.
The whole time, and then,
Scumbag of the week.
Yeah.
Worthy there. But no,
honorable mentions for Scumbag of the Week.
No, we're not doing Scumbag of the Week.
It's not being a thing.
No, it's not being a thing. No, fuck off. Oh, edit that out, please.
Yeah, it's out, don't worry.
Cool. All right, yeah. So what would we say? Modern Warfare. All right. I think Modern Warfare. I think the best person I've ever seen play COD was my brother. When he used to play on Modern Warfare, like what he was just absolutely batshit insane with it. Like he would do like all-night sessions with his group of mates. These were the people that made you rage quit every game. They were the people that you literally hated going against, doing their 360 freaking trick shot throwing knife bullshit. They would do it constantly. Like I remember, the one thing I remember is my brother used to be like a freaking god at search and destroy. It got to the point where he would say, "Yo, Tom, come over here." It's like, "Yeah, what's going on?" And said, "Okay, you watching this, right? Game's just started, yeah? I'm gonna throw a grenade in 3, 2, 1 and get a triple kill, right? You ready? 3, 2, 1, grenade out. Three kills." And that actually happened. I'm like, what? And it's like, yeah, because on this map, everyone just goes the same direction. So I just learned where to throw a grenade, and I normally get like a double or triple at the start of the game. Like you're insane.
You mad boy.
But now he's
Fucking
pretty
nade shot,
awful. I
sign
can
up.
beat him on it. Yeah, freaking nade shot. You're listening. But yeah, now it's awful. I can beat him at it. I freaking do that and get quadra kills because I was the kid running around with a shotgun and quick.
Yeah, I'm like in Black Ops 3 I mentioned how I use like shotguns and other SMGs and shit because I was shit. But in all other CODs, I would be sniping them a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you were alright
like
at sniping
sniping
in BO3 as well.
Your
You'd
love
always
of the
beat me at
locust
You-
is well documented.
Or I remember Rob. I remember doing like doing like sniper like custom games like me, you, Taylor, Jack.
Oh, nostalgia.
Oh, it was great. I got them on my channel. They're privated on my channel. Like some of these old games. Oh, they were. Oh,
So
I
good.
swear I was. I don't mean to like boost ego, but I swear I was like the best at it.
Oh yeah, you was. Without a doubt, you was. None of us could snipe. I couldn't even snipe. The only thing I could use was fucking auto or fire guns. Or I was horrible with semi or bolt. I was just horrible.
So you guys would be using the locust because the higher fire rate, and then I would still I would still beat you with SVGs and other stuff like that. I was just slower and still turning you without a locust. I could still.
You brought an SMG to a sniper fight.
SVG.
Breaking a few laws there.
SVG. It's the name of the gun. Or the sniper.
Of course it is. Yeah, the SVG. Yeah. That's just how tired I am. But I think we're pretty good for. Am I able to wrap it up for today?
Yeah.
We've got quite a lot of content pumped out for episode 2. So yeah, time to wrap up. If you got this far, you're absolutely insane, but thank you very much. And hopefully leave us a bit of feedback in the comments. It would be really appreciated. And hopefully we'll see you next time for episode 3 as yet untitled, because we don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll think of something. So
Episode 3,
myself,
Torvald finally got removed from the game.
Sure, but yeah, from myself, Fallade, the Blue, Huz, and Mog, who sadly had to leave us earlier, which is a shame. But he is South African, so his time zone's quite messed up. So yeah, thank you very much for listening, and we hope to see you next time.